So I've been trying not to do this video for quite some time because I don't know what type of blowback or what type of feedback I was going to receive, but I have to go ahead and do it because I've been feeling this way for quite some time. I'm a 49ers fan, and I was there when college. Well, I'm a 49ers fan from Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, Ricky Waters. Um, the list goes on and on. Roger Craig, Ronnie Lott, T.O. I mean, the list can go on and on and on. I'm one of the throwback 49ers. I was there when Sean Hill was sucking up the field playing quarterback. When they had the Dorsey from the U as the quarterback. But that's just another thing. So I applaud Colin Kaepernick. I appreciate the whole protest. I support it 1,000%. But nobody has addressed what to do next. You can protest and you can stay silent and you can do the whole anthem thing, but what's next? Me personally, what I said the NFL players should do, the black players, they shouldn't participate. They shouldn't. They should wait to like Thanksgiving. Could you imagine you watching NFL football and they have to reschedule or they have to cancel a game because the black players will not take the field? Could you imagine the power in that? Could you imagine the power in sports from if the college football players on New Year's Day, they didn't play? Could you imagine that you trying to watch a bowl game, you watching the University of Tennessee or Florida or one of them SEC schools under the Mason-Dixie line, and those black players do not come out there and play? You know how powerful that would be? You know how much that would instantly cause a reaction. It's a crazy reaction that you have to wait for sports to do something, but that's what instantly cause a reaction. Well, just imagine like Christmas Day. You go to watch basketball, and we know most basketball NBA teams are black. Just imagine they don't take the court. You don't think the government would act on something? They would try to figure out a damn solution that day. Regardless, we're not working, but they would try to find out some reason, some way to figure this shit out that day. And I also tell people, go out there and learn about the actual person that wrote the national anthem. For one, he's writing about freedoms that black people didn't have in 1812. Most of our ancestors were slaves. So it wasn't about us. When the Constitution was written, we were still considered 3/5 of a man. For liberty and justice for all, that it didn't include us. So anything that you see, that stuff does not include us. And I did the math. For 246, this country has been around for 240 years. Slave ships arrived in America before that. Slave ships was around until the abolishment of slavery. We were under slavery for 246 years. So slavery is still older as considered this country's history. Slavery is still older than what this country actually exists. And then you still got all these laws and regulations. And once again, I'm pro-American. I love my country. I serve my country. But come on. Sometimes things gotta give. And I always want people to actually admit to it. Admit that this country is was formed off of one of the biggest sins in civil rights and human rights, and one of the biggest civil rights and human rights movements in the history of the world. Slavery. Now, we built the country. there wouldn't have been an economy, because a lot of those people in the South were a lot richer than the people up north in New York and in Boston and in the greater New England area. So the South, they owned everything. So that's why I just say, like, people need to actually go and do their research. Just do your research today. And I sent I put out another video earlier today to tell people to learn something. Learn about yourself today. Learn about a family member today. Learn about just something that is important or something that you didn't know. Just learn about something today. Don't be a fool. You have all these resources as far as the internet. You have Snapchat, you have Instagram. Do something educational with your damn Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, all of that. Do something that's wise. Don't just be out here today being a damn fool. So yeah, I don't have any of those. I have Pinterest. You can follow me on Pinterest. You see food, black thoughts, and alcohol, and shoes. And things that I love. I love all of those. So just learn something today. Please go out there and learn something. Make sure that everything that you're learning is something that you can move forward with. And then just, if you feel compelled to reply back to me, do it. We can have a great debate, a great talk. Well, not a debate. We can have a great discussion. I'm all about discussion. I'm all for and about discussion. So yeah, so take the time, learn something, do something that could potentially, I'm not saying it's going to change your life today, but in the long run, it may be beneficial to you.